Hi, I'm Kevin. This is my son Reis, and Reis is learning how to repair his own motorcycle tire. So we just got off the first side, starting this a little late, and we made up some little sticks to help get the tire off. They didn't work too good. We got one in there without puncturing the tube, peeled up the edge, and then we stuck the screwdriver. The screwdriver is like a socket screwdriver. We stuck that in there, and we used a little lubricant right here to get it started. We just stuck it up in there, and Reis used that stick. Reis, get that stick and show how that we went around the edge. We stayed real close on the edge of the spokes, and Reis just worked it around. I held the screwdriver, and Reis just worked it all the way around. And we just needed that lubricant to get started. After we got a little start on it, it loosened up quite a bit, and it just came off of there pretty easily with two people working on it. Had to hold the tire real sturdy there. We just kind of grabbed it with our legs and our hands and our knees and our hands. Yeah, my knees are part of my legs. Yeah. So we got it to this part. Reis took off the, where's the valve stem? Right there. Reis took the nut. Well, first Reis took out the valve core right there, and Reis's bike, and then he took off that nut after we got that one side of the tire off. Showed the valve stem cover, and it has a little tool. It has a, show that tool, yeah, that little end right there. He used that and took out the valve stem out of there. He took the nut off, and the tire was pretty much deflated. We ran into a bunch of sand burs and possibly puncture vine in Nebraska. We're not going to go back to Grandma's house riding the motorcycles. Enough of that. So Reis got a flat. He took the sharp edge of a knife and picked out most of the sand burs and thorns and thistles, all the puncture pieces there. He dug out the bigger ones. We're hoping that's going to do the job. Used a pocket knife and used the sharp edge of the blade and raked across it, so when it touched the splinter, it pulled out the splinter, and he just pulled crossways on them, and when it caught, he just raked it right out. So that worked pretty well to get those out. So now we're going to take the tube out and maybe air it up and see if we can find all the holes in there, see how many we have, repair it, inspect the inside of the tire, and we'll come back and show you how it goes. Okay, we got the tube out. Reis is going to put the valve stem back in, and we're going to take it out to the air compressor, air it up, and try to find the hole. Alright, so yeah, there you go. That's the right way there. And just barely snug. That's good. Alright. And you can leave that off because we're going to put air in it. Alright, we're going to go out to the air compressor. It's in the shed out there, and air up the tube and try to find some soapy water and try to find the holes. Okay, Reis is going to air up the tire, or the tube. Go ahead. And make it kind of tight. Go ahead and do it again. And let's do it a little more. That should show some holes, shouldn't it? Tell you what, go ahead and air it up a little tighter. Yeah, that'll do it. You found some?
I hear some.
All right, well, let's go get some soapy water and maybe a marker so we can mark the holes. Alright, we've decided to hold this underwater because we think we have multiple holes. And there's one easy to see. There's one, so that's number 2. There's number 3. It's still under your hand right here, Reis.
There's one right here.
Where? So 4. Where's that one at? Where's it at? I don't see. Oh, there's a little tiny bubble coming up. So we have like 5 different holes in this tube. I'm thinking we're going to just see if we've got a new tube in our motorcycle trunk and just go with a new tube instead of patching this one 5 different times. So to the motorcycle shed, see if we've got the parts. Okay, there's a splinter still in the tube right there. So we're going to take that out, and Reis is going to patch this one. So Reis is going to rough up the surface of the tube and get off the shiny black part, and then we'll use this liquid buffing compound here. To clean everything up and prepare the surface for the chemical bonds. Okay, Reis is going to apply the liquid buffer and clean the area that we're going to patch. What does your rag look like? Your rag? Oh wow. Kinda black and crusty. Alright, flip that rag over and we'll put some more chemical buffer on there. Rub that thing again all over that spot where you sanded it off. Just that spot where you sanded it off there, yeah. Just rub him in real good. Yeah, just this spot right there, yeah. Rub on the inside a little bit and get some of that. Alright, I think you got him cleaned up. Alright, we're going to let the air out of the tube and begin the chemical patch.
You're gonna have to do this like.
Alright, hang on. So Reis is applying the rubber cement. And then just keep rubbing that in until it gets real good coverage everywhere. And make sure you got a real nice big circle to put your patch onto. Alright, do a little bit right there. There you go. You see any spots? I see a little bit right there, yeah. Alright, we're going to let this dry and we'll come back and put the chemical patch on. Alright, Reis is preparing his patch. Fold that strip down and put it under your thumb and under your finger. That little tab right there, fold that back and put that under your thumb. Fold that one back, put it on your finger. Alright, got your finger right in the middle. Alright, you remember where that little spot is? I can still see it, even on camera.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Put it right on there. Now peel those pieces out of the way. Alright, kind of fill that thing in. No wrinkles. Now turn this and get that edge right there real good. Bear down on that thing. Alright, what you think? Good? There is a chemical patch done by 11-year-old Reis. Oh, yeah, okay. Alright, so we took a little bit of WD-40 and we just sprayed it around the bead right there before we put it on, and just shoved it on there. Just put a little pressure on it and shoved it on there. So it wasn't hard at all. It just popped right on there. So now we're going to stuff the tube back in there, and then we'll see about. Oh, by the way, 7 patches. It would have been much cheaper to buy a tube. We didn't have one. We're wanting to get on the road quicker, or today, so we just went ahead with the way we were going. So we'll be back in a second. So Reis has the cap and the valve stem. I'll put it right there on the bottom for you. So Reis is going to install that. And then we're going to air it up and see if it works. Yeah, just pocket that. There's still some sharp splinters in that tire, isn't it?
Yeah.
Alright, we'll stop right there. Kind of press around the edges and see how, look at it and see how it's, make sure it's all lining up. Flip it over and look at the other side too. Is it all lining up good? Alright, go ahead and put a little more in there. Alright, squeeze it. Let's see how. Just a little bit more. Alright, let's stop right there. Alright, now we're going to go in and do the install. Alright, it's quite windy, but Reis got his tire back on there. It works. We raced up here to camp, and now we're going to play around on the golf cart just for fun, and then we'll get back on the bikes again.